does everybody have a seat? Okay, we're about to start the program, and I just wanted to say a huge welcome to everybody for being here today. You know, this is a great moment to come together and say a huge thank you to three amazing people, Adam Roach, Alyssa Carrion, and Anthony Kavoris. Each of whom make a huge difference in the lives of so many each and every single day. And I'd like to thank the Ever Ready for giving us the pasta salads that you're enjoying today, and the Wallace Center for hosting, Uncle Mike from WRWD for providing sound, and really for everything that he does for our veterans, and for all of our veterans in the room today, and your family members for their service. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I would also like to acknowledge Lieutenant Colonel Hutchinson, who is the commander for Army recruitment in the Albany Battalion. Would you like to stand, sir? Thank you very much. And first, I'd like to mention that today is Yom Kippur, so there's some veterans who would have been with us today, but they're observing the Jewish holiday, and we want to extend to them our heartfelt wishes for an easy and meaningful fast. And I'd also like to acknowledge our town of Poughkeepsie supervisor, Jay Baisley, is with us today, and I don't know if I'm missing anybody else in the audience that's an elected. I think we got everybody. All righty. And with that, we're going to get started with the program by welcoming our Dutchess County Sheriff, Kirk and Parati, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, and now I would like to introduce Desiree King to sing the national anthem.
That flag goes standing.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Desiree, you always knock it out of the park. Thank you so much.
Milli Vanilli.
The State Senate Veterans Hall of Fame was created to honor and recognize vets from across New York who have gone above and beyond, both in the military and their communities right here at home. Each year, New York State senators are invited to nominate one outstanding veteran from their district for this honor. And since taking this office, I have alternated between nominating a veteran from Dutchess and Putnam counties each year. In past years, all inductees have been invited to the state capitol for a special ceremony and a day of events honoring their accomplishments. However, as we know, the COVID pandemic in 2020 and the ceremonies have all moved to a virtual format. So while we appreciate the Senate getting creative to honor these inductees, to me, it was really important to bring it to our community so we could be together to celebrate these three wonderful individuals, our inductees from the 41st State Senate District for 2020, 2021, and 2022. Because Adam, Alyssa, and Anthony are three of the most truly humble people that I have ever known and have the pleasure to call my friends. They do their jobs every single day, not for recognition or accolades, but because of their selfless drive to serve. And for that, we want to be sure that they know that they always have a truly grateful community behind them. And each of these three individuals have overcome challenges in their own lives that many could never even imagine. Yet, they get up every single day and come to work to make our community an even better place to live for our veterans. I always say our personal stories propel us forward. And here before us today, we have three examples of individuals who have taken the challenges they were handed and used those experiences not only to help others in our community, but to truly empower them. For Adam, Alyssa, and Anthony, their service did not end when they were discharged from the military. And for that, we are forever grateful. Our community is incredibly fortunate to be home to these three heroes, and today it is my distinct honor to celebrate their induction into the New York State Veterans Hall of Fame. With that, I'd like to turn it over to someone who knows just how hard each of these inductees work on behalf of our community every single day, our Dutchess County Executive, Mark Molinatra.
Thank you, Sue, and thank you all for gathering together today here at this great and historic site. First and foremost, on behalf of the nearly 3,000 people who call Dutchess County home, we extend our gratitude, our appreciation, and our love to all those men and women who have, throughout generations, served this nation from Dutchess County, and to all of those here with us today who have served. And to those still in service to this country, we are tremendously grateful to all of you. It is fitting that Sue acknowledges three individuals who I'm sure individually and collectively would say the work they do isn't about them. Today, Adam, Alyssa, and Anthony are in fact stewards of a community trust. Those who gave and give of themselves in service to the country need somebody to walk them through their re-entry into our community, through the challenges they may face, and to ensure they have access to the support and services that they've earned. You could not have asked for better advocates than these three and the team that they work with and coordinate with. They, I'm sure, do not believe that they are worthy, nor is it necessary to receive today's acknowledgement and induction, which makes them that much more worthy and much more appropriate that they do. Let me offer as well, because this is not about her, what has been consistent in Sue Serino's service as a member of the State Senate and as a community leader in her own right has been her commitment to those who have served our country. She never ceases nor misses an opportunity, as she will say, to offer those two simple words. Thank you to men and women who have and continue in service to this country. There perhaps is not a more humble member of the New York State Legislature, which speaks volumes about her dedication and commitment to the work that she does, the people she works for, and to those who continue to sacrifice for our country. And so, on behalf of the residents of Dutchess, we say thank you to our senator, but most notably, we join together today to celebrate three amazing individuals. One, who shepherds Dutchess County's Veterans Services Division and 2, who collectively work together to care for and support those members of our armed forces who return but struggle in their own right. And for that, Dutchess County's veterans are stronger and better. For that, Dutchess County as a community is more grateful, and our quality of life is greater. And for that, we are a better place to call home. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations and thanks to all of you.
And now I would like to turn it over to my good friend and CEO of Mental Health America of Dutchess County, Andrew O'Grady.
So I just talked to my daughter the other day who told me her theory on speaking in public. And she said, when I'm in class and have to do a talk to the class, I always make sure I sign up right after that person that doesn't really know how to talk in public. Because then she looks good. Now I have to follow Marcus, which is a little hard to do. Anyway, so my name is Andrew O'Grady. I'm the Executive Director of Mental Health America of Dutchess County. And thank you to Sue Serino about, it's probably longer than that, 7 years ago, 5 years ago, we got the Vet-to-Vet program in Dutchess County. And a really great moment for Dutchess County and a great moment for MHA, because we have been able to grow that program because of the hard work of which started with Adam, and now Anthony and Alyssa and Victor and Victoria, everybody on that team does such an amazing job. And when we got the money, we didn't really know who we were going to hire. We wanted to hire people that were in combat, veterans that were in combat, so they experienced things that other veterans have experienced, and it's difficult sometimes to acclimate back to society in this country when you're experiencing things. So we wanted to get somebody that really understood what people were going through, and we got really lucky. And I won't tell the story, but maybe I will, because I can't help myself. So I went to my daughter again. She showed up twice in this, I'll have to tell you. So I'm on my daughter's graduation party from high school, her friend's graduation party, who happened to be related to Adam. And I said, I know that guy from somewhere. I don't know that guy. I know that guy. So I said to Michelle, who was hosting the party, I said, how do I know that guy? She goes, I don't know, he's a bouncer at Darby O'Gill's. I said, that's it then. That's how I know. So anyway, she told me how he was doing, and he did 3 tours, and he was struggling with some stuff and trying to find his path, and we had just gotten a grant, and I thought this would be a great idea, so I talked to him, gave him my card, and we had an interview, and it started. I'm not going to share that part. It was 100 degrees that day. Adam shows up with his coat on, his sport coat, which he probably never wears, and of course he wore a dark blue shirt, darker than this, on the hottest day of the century. Anyway, it was a great interview, and he really wowed Lydia, who interviewed him, and we got started. We had 1 staff member, he hired a second, and since then we've grown because of the work these guys are doing. Adam left to go with the county, and he's working with the county now in a great position. I'm really happy that he got that, a path to a pension and to make a big difference in the county. So he left. Anthony took over his role at MHA. Alyssa's right there. Alyssa is our grant writer, basically. She wrote a massive grant recently for Dutchess County for veterans, and we just received that grant, $500 million. It's a federal grant, and we're going to bring more services to Dutchess County because of her hard work on that grant and everybody's. I just brought these stats really quick, and I'm not going to bore you, but these stats, every month these guys are housing on average about 7 homeless veterans every single month. They're grabbing them from wherever they are. Sometimes they walk in the door, sometimes they find them in a tent, in the woods. It doesn't matter. They house an average of 7 homeless veterans a month, which is incredible. They employ about 3 or 4 a month. They have about 11 on average social events every single month that all of you are invited to. They just work nonstop. I think they work 7 days a week, and they're at every event, and they answer the bell when it's rung, and they answer the phone in the middle of the night, and this is a perfect acknowledgement for them because they decided to protect us by joining the military. They supported their fellow military in combat and in their duty, and then they come back and they just continued to do it. They saw a need of people that didn't have the support they needed or didn't have people to talk to. There were VFWs here, there were people who could go and sit and talk to each other, but you have to admit, they really opened up the world in Dutchess County to veterans. Veterans know other veterans now. Veterans who didn't talk to anybody now are talking to people, and their families are better for it. It's just a beautiful thing to watch and grow. And so I'm just really happy for all three of them, and thank you, Sue, for doing this.
And you know, I have Andrew, Anthony, Alyssa, and Adam on speed dial, and they always pick up the phone whenever we need help, so that's huge. Okay, so Adam, Alyssa, and Anthony, it is so clear that you mean so much to people here in our community. And I just want to add too that Adam was shocked because I'm sure you knew your parents were going to be here, but you didn't know your sisters and nieces and nephew were going to be here today, so that's awesome. So while words will never be enough to fully express how grateful we are to you, we'd like to take this opportunity to present you with a small token of our appreciation. American flags that were flown over the New York State Capitol for each of you. So we're going to have Jean Marie and Andrew, okay, and then we'll Adam, Alyssa, and Anthony. And I'd just like to say a final thank you to each and every one of you today that came out and really made this day so special, right? Because going up to the Capitol is a pretty big thing, but you know what? Being here in the heart of our community, where these three amazing individuals know all of you and help take care of all of you. So it's really, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I just want to end with one last thing, too. I made a promise to Senator Colonel Larkin years ago. I served with him in the state senate, that whenever I have veterans in the room, I'm going to talk about the honor flight. So this Saturday is the honor flight at Stewart Airport. I'll be there at 6:30 in the morning to see our veterans off. And I was a guide for a Korean War veteran back in 2016. So for any of my friends here in the audience that haven't done it yet, go sign up. Your flight is paid for, and then the Guardian pays for themselves. But it is the most amazing day. And it's just a small way to say thank you to each and every one of you. So thank you. God bless for being here today, and I greatly appreciate it. Oh, and we have cake.